Hi guys, and welcome to this look at my video of the Neca Resident Evil 4 Series 1 figures. Now these were mainly, obviously what you can see is Leon in this series, as opposed to the Series 2, which was mainly just all the bad guys from the game. But for me, again, as well as Series 2, Series 1, Neca have knocked the ball out of the park. Absolutely brilliant figures, absolutely brilliant sculpts. In no way whatsoever can these be faulted. And I just love these Resident Evil figures, to be honest. There were 6 figures available, being Ada Wong, Chainsaw, Ganado, Leon Kennedy in the jacket, Leon Kennedy no jacket, and Verdugo at the back there. And over the back here is the SCCC exclusive. But we'll go over, there is a different variant of the Chainsaw Ganado, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So let's start with Ada. Now, you can also get these two, I'm sure it's these two, in a double pack as well, which is very hard to get hold of, to be honest, and quite expensive if you do get hold of one. So you can actually get Ada and Leon in a double pack as well from Neca. Essentially they're obviously the same figures that you do get in the single pack, but just packaged double. Now, she is very hard to keep stood up, to be honest. You will need to get a base to get her stood on, to be honest, because she's obviously got her high heels on, and with her feet flat on the floor, she leans backwards. So if you're going to have a base to put her on, and she's sort of going to have to stand forward a bit, to be honest. But obviously an absolutely fantastic figure, to be honest. The detail that's gone into all these figures is unbelievable. But you've got all the little butterflies on her dress and everything there, so that's absolutely brilliant. Faultless, of course. Ada Wong, absolutely brilliant character in the games. I loved playing the Operation Ada part of the game as well. They are, of course, all pretty much pre-sculpted. You can't really do much with them apart from the Verdugo character at the back there. The rest of these guys are all pretty much, you know, how you set up how they're gonna be. Ada's got ball joints in the legs, so, or sorry, I should say in the one leg, to be honest. So you can get some movement there. No rotation in the waist, rotation in the head, rotation in the in the bicep there, and of course rotation in the wrist as well. You can't move the arm. There's no movement in the shoulders whatsoever, to be honest. So and she also comes with her gun as well, which can actually be put into her holster on the side if need be. So that's Ada Wong. We then have 3 versions of Leon that have come out. You could kind of say that this Leon is a bit of a cop-out, to be honest, being that this Leon's obviously got the jacket on, and he's obviously got alternate arms. I think actually I think it's this one that comes with the Ada, now thinking about it. Now, all these figures are quite hard to get hold of, to be honest. I'd hate to say which was the easiest one out of all. I think you probably find the Chainsaw Ganado is probably the easiest one out of all these figures to get hold of, to be honest, out of this Series 1. But anyway, Leon, obviously all the same, basically same sculpt, obviously just different versions, as in obviously jacket on, jacket off here. What we have is rotation in his feet, rotation in the, oh, I thought there was waist, oh yeah, the rotation in the waist, in the head, ball joint in the shoulder, rotation in the arm just above the elbow, and rotation in the hand. So there's not really too much going on there. I'm going to bring these two figures, I'll do these two figures together. What I do like is that you've got the knife, obviously, in his jacket. You haven't got it on the one with the jacket, just the strap, which obviously you've got going on in there, or what looks like the straps, to be honest. They might just be part of his t-shirt, thinking about it. But this one obviously has the knife, removable knife as well, in his, I can't get it out, there you go, little removable knife as well, which slots in there, which I think looks pretty cool. You've got his holster on his leg, which you can put his handgun in, and there's another holster over his shoulder here. You know, these are all soft rubber as well, loads of detail going on there. And same with this guy, you've got the holster there for his gun, and it's not obviously under his jacket there, and he's obviously got his shotgun there and his bolt gun. I can't remember, actually, I can't remember what that was called, but it's the upgraded version of the shotgun in the game. I don't know my guns, to be honest. So that's Leon S. Kennedy with the jacket and without. There. Next might as well have a look at Leon. This is the SDCC Comic-Con exclusive, and obviously has Leon in his get-up from Resident Evil 2, which was a no-brainer for me to get this, since I absolutely loved Resident Evil 2, to be honest. When I really first started getting into gaming, obviously articulation all exactly the same, nothing new going on there, apart from he's basically got a complete paint job from the waist downwards, and a complete resculpt of his torso and arms. Same face sculpt, I believe. No, that's a lie. He is actually younger. He does actually even look a bit younger in this one because his hair's shorter as well. So yeah, so worthwhile. Neca have done a good job of doing an absolutely new sculpt as such for this Comic-Con exclusive figure. So yeah, well done, Neca. But this is really hard to get hold of, this one, to be honest. You will struggle trying to get hold of this guy. So that's Leon S. Kennedy in the Raccoon City Police Department uniform. Now we have the Chainsaw Gunado. Now this guy came in two variants, one being this, the standard regular version, the second being the bloody variant, and obviously there's just flecks of blood all over him, and there was only a certain amount of those guys made, 500 I think off the top of my head, not too sure, but the bloody version is bloody hard to get hold of, to be honest. You will not get him. If you do get him mint in packet. That's all I can say. People are getting this guy, painting it up with red blood paint, and selling it off on eBay as the blood variant of this figure, and I can pretty much guarantee you it's not. I just wouldn't dare buy a blood variant of this figure out of packet, simply because that's what people are doing. And yeah, unless you get a mint in packet, which you'll pay a mint for, it isn't the bloody Gunado. I'm sorry. But anyway, this figure, plenty of detail gone in there. The detail gone into his shirt is absolutely awesome, to be honest. The same goes with the hood. The detail in the chainsaw. I cannot praise these figures enough, to be honest. They're absolutely brilliant. He's just got some movement in the foot. There is actually movement torso, but you don't want to move it too much because you're going to catch these braces and you could break them, I guess. Obviously got a nice ball joint going on in the head there. There is rotation this part of the arm, I believe. Yep, there's rotation in this part of the arm as well. Now, this is where it all gets a bit messy. This bar is very hard to get into the hand, and I must admit mine broke, and I managed to glue it and get it back in so it isn't glued into his hand, thankfully, but I've managed to do a bit of a repair in there. So yeah, so that's done and dusted, but you know, it's a very flimsy bit of plastic, to be honest, and obviously quite easy to break, so just be careful if you do put the chainsaw into his hand. So that's Chainsaw Ganado. And lastly in this series we have the Verdugo, which is absolutely brilliant. I think if he's not, he's probably one of the best figures in this series, to be honest. The articulation that's gone into this guy is absolutely awesome. He's got rotation in the foot, in the knee, in the hips, in the torso, ball joint in the shoulder, rotation in the upper arm, bend in the elbow, rotation in the wrist, and one of the fingers move, the middle finger move. Nothing in the head because obviously he's got this great big thing on here, and he's got a wire running through the tail, so you can get a few poses going on there as well. So that is the Verdugo, and obviously the last of the Resident Evil 4 figures I have. So I'll just get all them back in for you, just so you can obviously have another look at them all together. It's Leon Jacket, I should say. Leon Raccoon City Police Department, Leon No Jacket, and Ada, which I'm just going to obviously pop on a stand there. So there we go. So that, guys, is a look at the Neca Resident Evil 4 Series 1 figures. As always, thanks for watching, take care guys, and I'll catch you all again soon. All the best, bye bye.